Hey friends, I'm Savannah. If you're new here, I am a pre-law student majoring in finance. Let me tell you what I learned in school today. So this is part 3 of our discussion about Jack Trawick, the Alabama serial killer you've probably never heard of, but definitely need to know about. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2, pause this and go check them out first real quick. They're the last 2 videos I posted, and you really do need to hear the whole story. So picking up where we left off, I need to tell you about another really awful part of the story. Trigger warning, it's really bad. Jack Trawick's primary means of murder was strangulation and knives. He said he just really enjoyed what he called the 1,000-mile stare when a victim's lights went out. He actually enjoyed it so much that he almost always tried to revive his victims so that he could kill them again. And honestly, that just almost made me cry because, my gosh, how terrifying for those victims. So bad. He enjoyed the feeling of feeling the small bones in the neck crush. And he also liked to slit their throats in front of a mirror so that that was the last image in their head as they died. I just feel like this guy was the worst. Like, that is so bad. Trawick was only convicted of 2 murders, Eileen Pruitt and Stephanie Gauck. He received the death penalty for Stephanie's murder, and after he was convicted of her murder in 1994, he wrote the circuit court judge and told him that if he did not sentence him to death and instead gave him time in prison, that he would kill a prison employee. The judge sentenced him to death, and I really think that's super interesting because, in my opinion, the whole thing is just Jack trying to maintain control over the situation. In all likelihood, that man was going to get the death penalty anyway, but this way, it was his idea, and I think that's really important to these psychopaths. What do y'all think? Jack Trawick was placed on death row and ultimately executed on June 11th, 2009. He was the 196th inmate to be put to death by Alabama since 1927 and the 1,168th person to be executed in America since the re-implementation of the death penalty in 1976. His last meal was fried chicken, onion soup, and a roll. His final statement was, "I wish to apologize to the people who I have hurt, and I ask for their forgiveness. I don't deserve it, but I do ask for it." Stephanie Gauck's sister Heather and Eileen Pruitt's sister Donna both watched Trawick die. And that is almost the end of our story on Jack. But I have saved... I keep saying one of the most disturbing things, but that's so true of so many things here. Tomorrow in part 4, I'm going to tell you about Jack's really crazy interaction with a pop star we all know and love. Make sure you're following me to see it. Thank you so much for watching.